Hello and welcome to the Aunty M podcast. You're here with Aunty M.
And Aunty P.
Hi P, how you doing?
I'm alright, Em, how are you?
I'm tired today. I went to see the Harry Potter show yesterday, so it was very late. So I'm very tired today, but it was really, really good. So that was great. How about you?
I'm just knitting a jumper for my mum.
Way!
Right! My life's wildly exciting. Wildly.
Knitting and Harry Potter. Can you get any more sort of middle class?
Middle class, middle age. Great.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us. And this is our third episode, so we're really excited that you've joined us again. And today we're going to be talking about food and all things food. We're going to go on a bit of a journey on what food is to us, what food is on social media, and also what food is, in terms of the wider world. But I mean, obviously, we've only got about half an hour to talk about that. So we're going to get straight in, and here we go.
Yeah, a nice meaty topic. Okay.
Pun intended.
So our first kind of topic to talk about is like our best foods. So food you couldn't live without. So Mercedes, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Chocolate.
100% chocolate.
I mean, it's a brown food.
It is brown.
It's brown. I have to say, I think I could live off chocolate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the rest of my life.
But maybe not for very long because of all the nutrients you wouldn't have.
Yeah, I reckon I could do it. There's people that only live off spaghetti hoops for 20 years.
Yeah, but they're
best alive. So I reckon I could do it.
No, seriously, I read an article a while ago about a boy with autism who would only eat sausages and chips, and he got rickets and scurvy because he didn't have any vitamins.
So, well, okay. What if I ate chocolate with raspberries in it? Does that count?
Okay. Well, yeah, because my answer was going to be pizza, because then I can have loads of different toppings.
Okay. Rules of the game. Are you allowed different toppings on your pizza, or has it got to be the same pizza?
Well, no. I mean, I think if it's one food that could have multiple ingredients.
Wait, yeah, but...
That was exactly your argument with the raspberry chocolate. Sorry, but...
I mean, you could have a mega pizza with veg and a protein. I mean, I suppose cheese is a protein.
Yeah. But you can also have pepperoni or spicy beef.
Yeah. I don't know. Of course, there are very strict rules to this game, whether you can have different toppings. I don't know if I'm going to allow that, but for the purposes of today, because we're both very tired today, but you're allowed a pizza
with different toppings, because in the interest of you not getting scurvy and rickets, which would be a terrible thing, I think you need to be able to put vitamins in your chocolate.
I mean, I've been very close to a rickety sort of disease. Well, the thing is, P, in terms of that, I mean, you would know this about me, but I don't eat fruit. It is a real phobia for me, the idea of biting into a strawberry. I've never eaten a strawberry in that form of a natural strawberry. I have a really horrible, I think when I bite into it, it's the texture.
What about a pear?
No, never eaten a pear.
Wow. Pears are my favourite fruit. I eat pears every day.
Yeah, well, this is... it stems from my unusual phobia of bananas.
My friend Dabba's afraid of bananas too.
Okay, well, get them on the podcast and we'll do a whole episode about bananas.
Yeah, you're not alone.
Talking about that, did you know, and today I learned, did you know, that apparently the Roman gladiators, even though they fought to the death, had the most amazing diets.
No.
They did. They fed them like the most amazing food, and apparently it was kind of quite vegan based. You know, there was a lot of fruit and veg, and they gave them really fine foods, and apparently they were in amazing shape because the Romans loved the gladiator. They loved that sort of. They respected them,
Yeah.
like superstars, and so they actually gave them these amazing diets, even though they might end up dying that day. They had these amazing physiques and amazing health systems. They were really into that. I just find that, you know, another thing to do with food, you know.
Yeah, like food is a mark of respect, food is a mark of wealth, food as, you know, I mean, it sustains the body, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
I suppose you would want to feed up your martial heroes.
Exactly.
But speaking of food and celebrity and food as and kind of, I don't know, celebrities, I guess, are modern day heroes, we have a very interesting problem for today
Yeah.
to discuss, which connects our last week topic of social media and our this week topic of food.
Okay, so I have somebody that wrote to me, and it's quite an interesting problem, and I think a lot of you might relate to this. So he wrote to us saying, my wife has got into Instagram so much, she started taking photographs of all our meals. And now she creates Instagram-worthy suppers, breakfasts, luncheons and brunch, and has to take a photograph. So by the time I get to eat all this food, it's gone cold.
Oh no.
She prepared dinner, was about to take a photograph when I dived in and took a massive bite, causing quite a tumultuous argument. What should I do?
Oh my goodness. Okay, well,
I mean, I get it. I think there needed to be a break in that cycle for sure.
yeah, and you can see how annoying it is if he's constantly getting a cold dinner. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it's difficult because if he was cooking the food and she was taking pictures of the food he'd cooked, I'd be like, fairer that he jumped in and ate it. But if he knew it was so important to her, shouldn't he have respected that?
Or maybe he should have talked to her first before diving in, causing trauma.
Yeah.
This is the thing, though, especially with Instagram, because I've done it a couple of times. Have you ever taken pictures of your food?
Oh yeah. Yeah, but
Yeah.
usually not food. Well, it depends. Like if it was a big meal like Easter or Christmas dinner, then I would. But I wouldn't just have like a normal weekday soup or something.
Here's a picture of my. But some people do. But the thing is, sometimes, I'm sure I was reading somewhere that this girl was so obsessed with the way her food looked that she would actually, it would go cold because she was trying to add, you know, little berries in a certain pattern with a little bit of mint leaf in her avocado smoothie and stuff.
Mm.
And you know, you have to stand up, you have to stand on a chair over the food to take a photograph in order to sort of get that sort of Instagram worthy thing.
Mm.
And it just, this is another thing, it just takes the joy out of actually just eating nice food.
Yeah, and I do think that, like, actually the poor guy, like if his wife's doing that or his partner's doing that where she's, you know, taking an hour to take a picture of the food and he's having to put up with that every day and he's hungry. I mean, we all get hangry and he obviously just got hangry and lost it.
I also saw somewhere online that apparently restaurants are complaining that people are taking, on average, 20 to 30 minutes more per setting. You know how like a restaurant has like, we're open from 7 to 11.
Yeah, you have your table for an hour or whatever, a couple of hours.
You know, an hour and a half, something like that. And then they said that since social media, since Instagram, people are taking, on average, 20 to 30 minutes longer per meal because they're taking photographs.
Yeah.
Like that restaurants are losing money because people are sitting there taking photographs of their food and like not being on top of the ordering and all stuff like that because they're taking photographs.
Mm-hmm.
And actually it comes to a point where you're like, you know, but what is this for? What is this? Who is this photograph for? Especially if you've only got like about 50 followers and that most of that is like your mum. At some point, you know, I mean, I get it. If you go to a posh restaurant and you get a really fancy looking dish, you want
and
to
it's
take
a
a
once in a lifetime
but
memory.
not every meal.
And not if it's, like any behavior, everything in moderation. If it's, for her business and she's a chef and she wants to kind of use it to promote her business, that's fine. But then she should do the cooking for that,
Yeah.
because it's damaging her relationship. So when any behavior becomes obsessive and starts to impact on other areas of your life, like, obviously there's a problem about it.
I think you should talk about it. And I think it's, like we said, like balance. Like if you want to take a picture, that's fine. Make time for that. But also just sit down and have a bit of bloody beans on toast. Get on with it.
All right, Mercedes, I've got a fun quiz for you.
Oh, you got a quiz for me this week.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
BuzzFeed quiz. If you were a comfort food, I want to see if you come out as chocolate. If you were a comfort food, which would you be?
Okay, right, I'm ready.
All right, 9 choices here. What's the one word you'd use to describe yourself? Spontaneous, confident, goofy, excitable, studious, honest, classy, determined, or shy?
What was the first ones again?
Spontaneous, confident, goofy, excitable, studious, honest, classy, determined, or shy?
Excitable.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Excitable. Okay, pick your go-to condiment. Ketchup, or you could just tell me your go-to condiment, and I'll tell you if it's on the list.
Okay, spicy mayo.
Mayo's on the list. Okay, so you got ketchup, mustard, ranch, sriracha.
Sriracha.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Pick the city you would move to.
Right, go on.
Los Angeles, Melbourne, Cartagena, Miami, Istanbul, Copenhagen, London, Shanghai, or Florence?
Oh, I don't want to move to any of those places.
No, but if you have to, or you'll die.
Florence.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to work out what food. I reckon I mean ice cream, Right, carry on.
Okay, favourite candy. Or you might be a gelato.
Oh, gelato.
Gelato. Or a pizza. You'd be my favourite food. Okay, pick your favourite candy. Hershey's, Haribo, Gold Bears, Almond Joy. These are all American. Starburst, Reese's Cups, Twix, Laffy Taffy, M&M's, or a Snickers.
Oh, man.
So plain milk chocolate, Haribo Gold Bears.
No, no. Don't say plain milk chocolate, because Hershey's is not. It's different.
Is it?
Right. Yeah. Have you ever never had a Hershey's? They're gross.
It's right.
Yeah. I'm sorry, everybody. Chocolate aficionado here. Like, I don't like Hershey's, so I'm going to choose a Snickers.
Okay.
Because I'm a little bit nutty. Caramel, right? Yes.
All right, this one's a bit tricky. Pick a classic book to reread.
Oh, to reread, whether I've read it. I don't know.
I haven't read. I've got to admit, I haven't read.
Okay, hit me.
Okay, The Great Gatsby.
No.
Pride and Prejudice.
Yes. Don't need to read anymore. No. Okay. I've made my choice. Can I just say, I would rewatch Pride and Prejudice every day of my life if I could.
The BBC one from the 90s?
Yeah. Colin Firth diving in a pond and
Colin
continue.
Firth in a pond!
Right. I mean, we've moved on to Bridgerton. I haven't even watched it because I'm like, no, Colin Firth in a pond.
Oh my God, Mercedes, Bridgerton is amazing. Like,
is
you have to, yeah, it presses all the buttons. But you have to accept that you're also going to be groaning with wrong. You're going to be like, no, it's wrong, but historically wrong, but amazing.
Oh, historically wrong is a little bit naughty.
Yeah, but it's just so good.
Okay, all right. I promise you, I'll watch it and let you know.
It's a bit of a guilty pleasure.
And I think I might go and Google Colin Firth diving in a pond when we've done here. Right, okay. Continue.
Right, pick a beverage. Diet Coke.
No.
Tito's handmade vodka. Something called A&W. This is a terrible quiz. A vanilla drink. Hendrick's gin. Snapple, which I think is apple juice. Smart water.
No.
Bourbon. Wine or red wine. White wine or red wine?
Gin.
So, gin.
Gin.
Okay, pick this. Oh God, pick the scenery that speaks to you. Snow, snowy forest, sunny mountain, cliffs, field with flowers, beach, vineyard,
Beach.
city,
I like a good
autumn,
beach.
or summer. Beach.
Beach, yeah.
Oh my God, there's so many questions.
Ah,
Okay. Oh my God, if you were a comfort food, you would be French fries.
what?
I know. You didn't even go to France. You're dependable
I
and
don't
you're
even
all.
French.
Do you want to hear why you're French fries?
Yes, I'd like to hear why I'm French fries.
Not chocolate.
Yes, I'm very upset.
You're dependable. You're always there for the people you love. Just like French fries go with pretty much anything, any time of the day. You're adaptable and flexible. You know how to make the most of any situation and shine.
Can I just say you could put chocolate there and it would be the same thing. Chocolate dependable, goes with every meal.
Adaptable and flexible.
Yeah, chocolate. Chocolate on chicken, delicious.
Chocolate and chili is nice though, not gonna lie.
I have had, yeah.
Chili chocolate.
You know, but I'll take French fries, whatever. French fries and chocolate.
Okay, I'm sure that's delicious. Let's make some French fries and chocolate and put it on Instagram.
Yes.
We're there.
Right, we'll put this quiz up on our pages as well, so you can have a go and see which comfort food you are, and let us know. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and you can email
YouTube.
us and YouTube. We have our own. I'm going to burp in a minute, and it's gone. We have our own YouTube channel called Aunty M Podcast. You can find us on YouTube, or you can email us at auntympodcast@gmail.com. Yeah. So, moving on to the last section of the show, as always, we're going to ask Dr. Google of the OP, what does Google say about, well, food? I mean, we've barely touched it. I mean, it's such a massive subject.
Yeah, it's such a massive subject.
So huge.
Dr. Google today, I've asked about Instagramming food and whether or not it's bad for you. And actually, a 2013 study suggested that it was.
What, photographing food is bad?
A 2013 study suggested that Instagramming your food can be bad for you. Yes. So
there you go. That's it. It's bad. The end. Moving on.
The end. It can make you fat. It can make you overweight because people don't tend to post pictures of broccoli. It tends to be things like burritos or burgers. So it could lead to kind of food disorders. It suggests, this article on socialmediatoday.com from 2017 suggests that food is like grace before meals. So Instagramming your food is almost a form of ritualistic behaviour. And people said that people who perform belief rituals before eating reported enjoying the food more compared to those who simply sat down and consumed it right away. So it could be that Instagramming your food is good and makes you enjoy it more. However, the 2013 study said that actually we enjoy our food less because we create a barrier between ourselves and our food. And if our food doesn't get lots of likes, we think it's bad.
That's
so... Yeah.
But, yeah. I'm interested because, obviously that was a 2013 study. I think things have really changed in terms of the food that people are Instagramming. It seems to be, well, maybe I'm in my little echo chamber here, but I see a lot of quite healthy food as well. It's so fashionable. It's not just we should be healthy. It's a fashion statement. It's a fashion statement to be vegan.
Yes.
It's a fashion statement in a sense, and it's like the intolerances like lactose and gluten, and it's sort of become quite forefront in the way that we're talking about food.
So it's like food as a lifestyle indicator or a well-being indicator.
I mean, it's kind of, I think we're in a grey area now with veganism. It's still quite, it's like kind of a way forward. And it's a really interesting thing. And I think there's loads of options coming, and they're saying it's good for the planet in terms of climate change. But you also then have loads of like memes and jokes from the other side of it where, when somebody says they're a vegan, You know, like you go to a party, you go, oh, hi, my name's, Mercedes. And they go, oh, hi, I'm Bob, I'm a vegan. As if it's literally a lifestyle. It's like who I am, you know. Whereas I wouldn't go, hi, I'm Mercedes, and I had spaghetti hoops for dinner. I mean,
Hi, I'm Mercedes. I like chocolate.
is spaghetti hoops vegan?
I don't actually know.
I reckon it is.
Write in, let us know.
We need to know these things. I don't know. I mean, I have someone in my life that whom should not be spoken, who is a vegan, for certain reasons, and it does make life quite difficult. Um, but it does offer. It means you have to be more creative. But there are more options now, and I think it's a really interesting idea. I also think we should balance it. I mean, but food is so important, and sometimes you
Yeah.
feel like you're really missing out on that stuff.
I think food is a universal, like, kind of language. Everyone understands food and everyone eats food because we have to.
Yeah,
But I think kind of sharing it can help create bonds, and there's suggestions that food can help people recover from eating disorders like anorexia. So posting food on Instagram kind of keeps them accountable and helps people recover.
yeah. I mean, this
Um,
we were talking about this the other day about how um, sort of the larger women get in terms of weight, we're sort of trying to be body positive about that.
mm,
And I feel like it's more focused on the larger side. I feel like it's kind of a bit top heavy. Whereas when we look at somebody who's incredibly thin, like anorexic thin, we're like, oh, they're really sick, you know, because it's so thin. Whereas the other end of this, I feel like do we need more body positivity for, because there are some women out there that are just naturally very, very, very slim, tiny people,
mm,
but it seems like all the body positivity stuff is on the larger, because we are larger. We were addicted to sugar. I think as a especially in Western culture where we have access to food,
mm.
um, being bigger is just normal, isn't it? I mean, I
Yeah,
mean,
so that's why like maybe a wave of healthy food on Instagram can help manage the obesity epidemic,
maybe.
but equally, it's that thing of a bit like this man's wife, our problem man, and his wife ruining their relationship with her set up photographs of their dinners. When a behavior is extreme and it's a problem, when does that become an illness? Well, that's down to the psychologist, but it can be at either end of the scale with eating. It can be obsessive behaviors, it could be behaviors that change your body type and make you look different, and in a sense, like, if you an overeater can be as ill as an anorexic,
Yeah,
but equally no one should be judged on their body or made to feel bad by what they look like,
I know.
because that never helps anyone.
No. And I just want to say to everybody who's listening, just take a moment now to love your body and show your body you love it by eating a little square of chocolate.
Or maybe a
Because
French
that's what
fry.
I'm going to be doing. No, I have to say, right, as we come to the end of the podcast, I have to say, I've done the body coach before, and I'm trying to do it now. And he's got the most annoying voice. I'm sorry, Joe, but you do. And I love you. And I love, and did you see, he posted a picture on social media. He put loads of weight on recently, like
No,
200 stone.
I don't follow him. I
Oh
don't
no,
know.
have a look. So go
This is
have a look, because he's really like Mr. Superfit, but he's really great at kind of just saying, yeah, I've just had a bit of a blip and I put on loads of weight. But I'm going to keep working at it, and I just think he's a really great role model. But his food, in terms of his food, it's really delicious and it's really easy to make. And I think I've tried like Weight Watchers and Slimming World and diet things.
Didn't you do Diet Chef recently?
Yeah, I did. And you know what? It was really hard. After a while, I just went a bit mad because everything was microwaved, and
Mm, mm.
it made it easy because the choices were made for me. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, right? Made it easy. And I did lose weight, but it's so hard to stick to it. But I mean, I'm hard. I find things to stick to anyway, because I just end up binging. But anyway, if you're looking for a healthy food, and you don't have to follow the body coaches programs or anything like that, find some of the recipes online. They're good home cooked food. They're simple, doesn't take long, and can be really delicious. And I make my kids stuff from it as well. And that's another thing for any parents listening. Getting kids to eat healthy is so tough. But he does some really good recipes, smoothies, French toast, biscuits and cakes and stuff like that you can make that is actually healthy, and it's easy to make, because that can be another hurdle. It is like, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, that was just my little thought.
I mean, I think
do I get paid for that?
You'd have to ask Joe Wicks, but you did call him fat, so
I did call it. Well, no, he's not fat. I'm just saying put weight on. I just think I can't bear his voice. Bless him. It's
that was your
David Beckham thing going on for me. So I always have to mute his workouts.
And I don't think Joe Wicks is going to pay you because you insulted him.
Oh, right.
Sorry, Joe.
Well, take a little bit of this. Well, I don't even know what to say about that. I apologise, and I don't apologise.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. That's what. Do you know what, Peter? That's what I was looking for. My brain just stopped working.
Well, so overall, we would say everything in moderation. Food is great and amazing and beautiful and a creative outlet. And it's really important to just eat a balanced diet without too much chocolate or French fries, Mercedes. And
I would take that under advisement.
Yeah, and just not too much processed crap, and just, enjoy.
Yeah, you know what? I second that. Go enjoy your food and make good choices. And we love you all, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me. She's the best. I'm making a song.
Hey, can you hear me?
And it's recording my song.
I know you can't hear me, but I love your song. Right, let's restart.